series of your LRB subject in the English medium language. A very good evening to all of you. Hope so you all are very fine and you all are nowadays totally dedicated in your JAIIB exam November 2022, because this is the only last chance in which you can crack your JAIIB exam with the old pattern, because after that in 2023 your new syllabi will become and you have to give the exam with the new syllabus. So that's why this is the last opportunity. So don't lose that opportunity. If you are new in this session, first of all, do not subscribe this channel, because once you subscribe the channel, the notification will automatically come in your mobile and you can usually get, and you can usually see the sessions that we are always doing at the different session. And for LRB, always at 9 p.m. we are doing the session. Okay, so if you are new in this session, do not follow to and do not forget to subscribe our channel. So let's do question. And before starting this session, I would like to say you that this is the batch, that is the 3000 plus MCQ batch, in which we will do the previous year questions and the recollected question. That means the recollected means that already come in your exam. And you can also see 600 plus case studies questions for there, okay, in which 200 of each subject we will do. And detailed video batches are there. So the batch will be start from 3 October 2022. So if you want to enroll, you have to use the code Y391 for this one. And you know that you people basically know the English. So whatever the question that we will do now, the question will be present in the English medium. So that's why if you want to purchase, you can purchase this batch. Okay. Now let's do the questions of DRT and DRAT. That topic is very much important, because in these topic, you know, always question come, always. If we know that DRT and DRAT, then you can easily score, I think 5 to 8 marks generally come from this act. So that's why this is very important. Okay, let's start with this one. DRT is Debt Recovery Tribunal and DRAT is Debt Recovery Appellate Tribunal. Okay, so if we understand this topic, that what is tribunal? So tribunal, in a one word, you can say it's a quasi-judicial body. That is the tribunal. Okay, now first question. An application for review of order, review means revision of order, may be made to the appellate tribunal who pass the order, but no application for review shall be made after the expiry period of dash from the date of order. So you have to tell me what is the exact days in which we can file the application for the review. Review means to revision. And always higher authority will review the things. So an application for review of order may be made to the appellate tribunal who passed the order, but no application for review shall be made after the expiry period of dash from the date of the order. What is the exact date? It's very simple. You have to remember that thing. And everybody have to participate in the session, because sessions are very important. Daily we are doing one act and their question. So that session is very important. So for that thing, the right answer is C. 30 days is the right answer. Okay, first one, C is the right answer. Next, what are the powers and function of the registrar? What are the power and function of the registrar? Because we have seen that in the DRT, registrar is there, recovery officer is there, and presiding officer is there. So you have to tell me the power of registrar. Just apply your common sense. The seal, first option is the seal of the tribunal shall not be affixed to any certified copy issued by the tribunal, save under the authority in writing to the registrar. The official seal shall be kept in the custody of registrar, and the registrar shall have the custody of records of the tribunal and all of the above. Just apply your common sense and just tick mark the answer. Power and functions of registrar. So here the power and functions of registrar is all of the above is the right answer. So you have to learn that question, because you know why, you know, many students ask that, ma'am, what is the paid batch? What is YT session? Basically, the student asked this one. So in the paid batch, those candidates who are from the paid batch, we generally clear your concept. In the YT session, by putting the questions, you can easily clear your concept. So both sessions are very important if you want to crack the exam. So for the second one, the power and function of registrar, that D is the right answer. At least from this question, you can easily understand the power of this one. Okay, cool. Next. Okay. Where an appeal is preferred by a person, refer to section 21. No need to panic by seeing this section. Read the question. Okay, where an appeal is preferred by a person referred to in section 21 of the RDB Act, such appeal shall not be entertained by appellate tribunal unless such person has deposited with the appellate tribunal of the amount of debt so due from him as is determined by the tribunal under section 19. Whatever the section that is written, don't worry. So whether you have to, the borrower have to deposit 50%, 40%, 30% and 20% of the loan amount. That is very important part. Third one. What is the exact answer? So I think this question is known to all of you. For third one, the exact answer is 50% amount you have to deposit. Why the borrower is depositing money? Because he want to save his security. That's why the borrower is depositing the money. So for the third one, the right answer is A. Okay, so A is the right answer. And this amount can be reduced to up to 25%, but that's depend upon the tribunal. Okay, it is not the discretion power of the borrower, but it is the discretion power of the tribunal. Cool, next. The RDB Act shall apply what? Where the amount of debt due to any bank or financial institution or consortium of bank, and this is more than 20 lakh. B option is more than 5 lakh. C option is less than 5 lakh and D option is more than 10 lakh rupees. What is the exact answer? That is very important. For the banking ombudsman, you have to learn the limit. For Lok Adalat, you have to learn the limit. And for DRT also, you have to learn the limit. So what is the particular amount in which we can file the case in DRT? So for RDB Act shall apply, the exact answer is for fourth one, 20 lakh is the right answer. Okay, if we just revise the concept, then banking ombudsman also up to 20 lakh rupees, Lok Adalat also up to 20 lakh rupees, and if we talk about the DRT, it is above 20 lakh rupees. This is the right answer. Okay, and those candidates, okay, if you are finding any doubt in any question, so please write in a comment box after the session. Okay, the doubts are most welcome. Next, the tribunal and the appellate tribunal shall not be bound by the procedure laid down by IPC, civil procedure, Indian evidence, or code of criminal procedure. What is the exact answer? The tribunal and the appellate tribunal shall not be bound by the procedure laid down by what? Fifth one. Not bound by the procedure laid down in. For this thing, you have to, you have to understand what exactly these act means, because these acts are not the part of the syllabus. So if we talk about the A option, that is IPC, so this act generally talks about the definition of offense and its punishment. That is a basic work of Indian Penal Code. Penal means punishment. Okay. The code of civil procedure, the procedure which the civil court have to follow. Suppose there is a dispute between two brothers, so we have to file the complaint. So what is the procedure? Complaint to this one, so we have to file in the civil court. So this is called the civil procedure, and its contrast is criminal procedure. So in criminal procedure also we have to follow the procedure. Okay, in the criminal the procedure is there. Suppose if any person murder a person, murder A person, murder B. So what is the procedure that we have to follow? And Indian Evidence Act, just like your Bankers Book Evidence Act. Okay, Bankers Book Evidence Act. So in Indian Evidence Act, we have to present what evidence we have to present before the court. So tribunal and appellate tribunal shall not be bound the procedure laid down by fifth one. So the exact answer is civil procedure, because DRT is also solving the case of your, just like a civil matter, tribunal. So that's why this B option is the exact one. Okay. CPC, this the civil procedure, is a national law, and this DRT is also national, but civil everyone have to follow, and whatever the matter of banks all comes under the civil procedure. So that's why not found bound by the procedure later on in civil procedure. Okay, next. DRT, a presiding officer hold the office of 5 years from the date on which he enter upon the office or until the age of 62, whichever is less. This is correct, incorrect, not 5 year, 62 year, but 3 year and 65 year, not 5 year, but 7 year, whereas this is this. So if in this question, if I amend a thing that, it's not amended. Suppose if I write here 4 year, and in this if I write 65 year, now tell me the exact answer, because that 4 year and 65 year is the amended one. So you have to tell me the exact answer. Yes, tell me. What is the exact answer? So I think you all people know the exact answer. So the exact answer will be A is the right answer. Okay, this is the correct statement. If I talk about the DRT, so the tenure is 4 year and 70 year. Okay, good. Next. A civil suit which is pending stand transferred to DRT, then the fees payable will be decided by DRT. Standard fee to be paid as applicable to a new case referred. No fees required paid, and none of the above. If a civil, if it means that if any case is, at the civil court, and civil court is transferring the case to DRT, so what will be the fees? That is so simple. Tell me the exact answer. So here for the seventh one, the exact answer is no fees is required for this one. So this is the right answer. Okay, no need to this one. Otherwise, in DRT and DRT, suppose firstly if we file the case in this one, then it is okay. Okay, then you have to pay the fees, whatever we have learned. But if the case is transferred from court to this, no need to require to pay the fees. Next. Presiding officer of DRT is appointed by Committee of Bankers, appointed by RBI in consultation with central government, and appointed by Government of India. Presiding officer of DRT. Tell me the exact answer. Presiding officer of DRT. Presiding officer for DRT and chairperson is for DRAT. Both are very important. Okay, both are very important. So if we talk about the presiding officer of the DRT, so the exact answer is appointed by the Government of India. Okay. Same thing, chairperson of DRAT, that will appointed by the Government of India. So this is the exact answer. Next. Appeal before the Appellate Tribunal to be disposed of finally from the date of receipt of appeal within 3 months, 4 months, 180 days, 1 year. Appeal before the Appellate Tribunal to be disposed, it means what is the limitation in which the DRAT have to solve the dispute. Ninth one. That is so simple. So for this thing, they have to solve the dispute within 180 days. This is the right answer. Okay. This is the right answer. Next. The correction any clerical or arithmetical mistake in the recovery certificate has to be done by certificate issued by presiding officer, whether concerned clerk, presiding officer of the tribunal, recovery officer, or any of them. What is the exact answer? The correction of any clerical or arithmetical mistake in recovery certificate has to be done by what? 10th one. Mistake in recovery certificate. So who will correct their mistake? So the first opportunity for the correction is but obvious, that have to be given to the, it's a recovery or clerk or presiding officer. 10th one. For the 10th one, the exact answer is that is the presiding officer. The higher authority will correct the matter. Okay. B is the right answer. Next. The recovery officer, while carrying out his job, the third party is affected. Then he can file an appeal within 30 days to the tribunal. Both A and B is correct. Both A and B is wrong. 11th one. The recovery officer carrying out his job, a third party is affected. He can file an appeal to the recovery officer. Appeal will be but obvious, go to the DRT, that is the presiding officer. So it should be within 30 days and to the tribunal. So that's why this C is the right answer. 11th one, C is the right answer. Okay. Next. Who is not the public servant as per section 21 of the Indian Penal Code? Simply you have to apply your mind that public servant. Public servant means the person who work under the central government, state government. So the chairperson of an appellate tribunal, a director of a public limited company, recovery officer, and presiding officer of a tribunal. Not a public servant. 12th. Just apply. Who appointed chairperson? Who appointed presiding officer? If the government is there, it means government, whatever the person who is working under government, that will be called as the public servant. What is the exact answer? 12th one. So here, 12th one, the exact answer is director of public limited company cannot be called as this one. So for the 12th one, B is the right answer. Okay, now. Bank V has moved the DRT for justice. Okay. Before the final order is passed, Bank C, who have also advanced to the same borrower. Okay. Bank V is there, Bank C is there, and both have a same borrower. They approach to the DRT for inclusion of the same proceeding. Same proceeding is there. So whether the attachment of both cases is permissible or not. Permissible, not permissible, not permissible, since both contracts are different. DRT would not entertain and advise the bank to file a separate case. Which of the following is the right one? 13th one. I think this thing we have already done, right? This thing we have already done. So please tell me the exact answer. So here for the exact answer, 13th one is A is the right answer. Okay. Yeah. An award made by Lok Adalat is deemed to be what? Decree of civil court, final and binding all the party. Decree of criminal court, final, binding on all the party. Decree of civil court, final, binding on borrower only. And civil court, final, binding on bank only. Which of the following is the right one? Lok Adalat. Award means the justice which is given by this one. Justice which is given by this one. Which of the following is the right one? The justice which is given by the Lok Adalat. So here the right answer is a decree of a civil court and binding and the final for all the parties. So this is the right answer. Okay. Award means simply the justice that is given by the Lok Adalat. This is the right answer. Okay. So that's all for today's class. So if you have any doubt regarding this, you can easily ask in a comment box of this session. And if you want to purchase the 3000 plus MCQ batch, this session is very important. Why? Because in this session you can easily get, you can see here in the bilingual, you can easily get all types of question in this batch. All types of questions. Suppose if your AFB is weak, PPB is weak, LRB is weak, so you can just choose one part, one separate batch. Or otherwise, you can please take this batch, because don't lose the opportunity. Time is very less. November session is the last session in which you have to give the exam with the old pattern. So that's why be focused and give the exam. So this bilingual batch, if you want to crack it, click on view offer and then put the coupon code Y391. Click on apply. You can see the discount is 77%. 3679 is the actual price of this batch. If you want 1% more discount, you can go to the mobile, download the app, and through the app if you purchase, then you can get 1% more discount. Okay, so this is all about this bilingual batch of question series. And if you want to take one foundation batch, so you can also take the one foundation batch. For this one, you have to click all courses, JAIIB, CAIIB, and this is the English medium batch. So this is the English medium batch which is going on already. Okay, my timing for this batch is 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. LRB timing. You can see here 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. So if you want to purchase it, click on this one and then put the coupon code, that is Y391, and please tell me the score also, Y391, and click on apply. You can see the discount is 77%. Okay, so that's all for today's class. Have a nice day. We will meet you tomorrow at the same time. Thank you so much.